In all her travels, she had never been to her mama's hometown of Tourniquet. And now here she was, less than a mile from the beast that birthed her whole bloodline into the world. Tourniquet had stood empty for more than 10 years, and no passenger rail had run since long before that. It didn't take her long to find it. A prim house with a high porch and dark gray walls that had faded in the sun to a lighter shade by time. The walk up to the steps of the porch was made of 4 large, flat, rectangular stones, cut and laid out like a proper sidewalk. The windows were all intact. The rocking chairs on the front porch were weathered but still looked stout and functional. The front door stood dust-covered but untouched. Belle could feel her family here. Belle Calloway stepped to the first of the 4 stones of the path to the porch. The first day was the same as the last. The house is empty, but there is hope. The air shifted a bit. A breeze blew, and the light in the shaded yard dimmed slightly. Belle stepped to the next stone. Gerald was loved, and John was kind. The overgrown yard seemed to inhale. She swallowed hard and stepped to the next stone and went on. Nathaniel wasn't worth 2 shits. Theodore lied at the end, and we don't talk about Kenneth. Something moved in a second-story window and drew her eyes upwards. One of the old rocking chairs on the porch began to gently seesaw back and forth as if occupied. She stared at the rocking chair as if addressing its occupant and stated plainly, with only a slight quiver in her voice, John Philip left his knife, and Harry died too young. He'd probably have been proud. A tension built in the air around her. Before anything else could happen, Belle stepped onto the final stone and said, The last day has come, and it's the same as the first. But there is hope. I beg sanctuary and succor, and claim both by right. The tension in the air and behind her eyes ebbed away. There was a click, and the front door to Miss Sheila's charm school for well-instructed ladies swung open.